It's a hell of a welcoming party. I really have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor.
God damn it.
Get that bird in the air ASAP.
For that, Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts move for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft. It didn't connect.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Just let you know.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Oh, I was getting hit by a jet.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Oh yeah, they're there. Now they're popping up on our radar.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Carrier destroyed. Combat mission accomplished. We still got half our baggage. Emptying over the hangars and runways.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They could burn with their whole payload.
Go warning.
Locked on
Go
target.
warning.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire.
Mage 2, target down. Target is in range of guns. Fox
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
What you playing right now, boss?
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens
I
of
feel like this
Erusia.
game is one of the reasons why I kind of want to be in the Air Force.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation.
Did you know there's an A-10 in this game? You get burnt.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Radar site still silent.
Remember me for centuries. Now? What about now?
Does the color of the...
Michelle won't charge us all.
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us.
We've already done this. We gonna go. QAM? Not sorry. So basically, there's this jet. It's called XO2S, right? Fastest jet in the game. Excuse me. The most maneuverable jet in the game. And guess what you could have on it? A railgun. Yeah, well, this is in its
Radar
own
site
universe,
still
right?
silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks.
So,
Trigger, your
that's
call
why.
sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2,
stop
So
the
I found the
bullshit.
button for flares.
Mage 2,
I'll
form up
probably
with Mage
spend
1.
much outrunning
All aircraft,
those
let's do
in
this.
pretty easy
Golden
to
Squadron,
remember.
it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Locked on target.
Breaking hostile lock.
Mage 2, missile launch.
What's your six?
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Cycle 2. Missile. Break.
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
God.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Target is in range of guns. Mage 2, target down.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installation and return to base.
Locked. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber
I
and
think
an
I'm
escort.
ready for expert piloting controls. Expert.
Whoa there, Trigger.
Oh,
Settle down.
yeah.
Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
You're being locked onto. Fox 2. Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. Combat mission accomplished.
In gun range.
We've still got half our baggage. Emptying the hangars and runways.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
Evading. They can burn with their whole payload. Continuing. Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
See how accurate I can be.
Fox 2.
Mage 2, break that lock!
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Evading missile!
To Golem and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We know the internet. Many more. That means success.
Okay, so maybe 3 to 4 more missions and I'll have it. Next mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Trying to escape a military base? That's tough.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, Fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
It's 2,000 on the dot. There should be 3 missions then. Hey, Blossom. Blossom, you there? Hello.
Mage Squadron, Zordy, ASAP.
Let's go ahead and drive this A10.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Target eliminated. Good work.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
I'm definitely not ready for it.
Popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
The anti-air radar vehicles were destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's an air raid! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now! Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! I don't even think the nearest airbase has got any fighters.
Target lock. Firing. The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Locked. In gun range.
Got you
Target
now.
destroyed. Firing. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. He's trying to push the plant forward too fast. Ace was too far from Allied territory. Evade that missile!
Trigger, there's one more to go. Enemies locked on. Dodged.
Enemy on your ass.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
I'm icing up.
This one's mine.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Enemy has a radar lock on you.
Flipped the clouds.
Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar.
Target eliminated.
The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Missile away. Mage 2, missile.
If we get the radar, we can't counter. We expanded the front lines too quickly. Fire, evading.
Bandit evaded the attack.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Pull the enemy aircraft away from the base. Getting out of rock. Breaking. That radar was just about to go online. There's an enemy on your tail. Enemy movement detected. Evading.
Okay, let's do this A10 setup.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Attack missed. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Lockdown hostile.
Mage 2, walking. Mage 2, splashed a bandit.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Hello.
Missile headed your way.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Warning, bandit in your six. Missile headed your way.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
But yeah.
Column 3, Fox 2.
I have these like cluster missiles.
Bandit has a lock.
I can shoot 4 of them, 8 of them.
Huh?
Out.
Keep your mind focused. All transports have been
But
destroyed.
they're not guided, so I have to kind of aim them myself.
Mage 2, enemy has a lock on you.
All right, this base is worth destroying. 5 targets remaining.
Lockdown hostile.
Friendly aircraft gone. Hostile has a lock.
residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
4 targets remaining.
4 targets.
Command evaded the attack. I've been moving behind the enemy.
Lockdown hostile.
I'm cornered. Missile inbound. Breaking.
1A gun getting a fresh burn coming right up.
Ground target destroyed.
It took that long to spray down an AA gun. I have to target the air, not the ground.
Box 2.
Missile headed your way.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Cut course.
3 targets remaining.
Now, get another.
Missile launched.
Box.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free.
There's a truck right here. Might as well
There,
do it.
15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
It just blew up like a residential area.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with
I hate fighting
UAVs.
drones.
But that
I'm
doesn't
gonna be
change a
100%
thing.
honest.
Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
They're
Drones
just so
have great
like
agility.
I like
All
to
aircraft.
ride.
You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Gollum 1.
When I mean
Bandits
like
confirmed
elegant,
as
these
UAVs.
things could like
Repeat,
switch
bandits are
and
drones.
make a 90-degree turn in the air.
Gollum 1,
Zero
that doesn't
effort.
matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
Missile launched.
He's saying the war could change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missile did not connect.
Gollum 2, the enemy's reading you.
Being locked onto.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Gollum Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Try to read their movements. Stay sharp while you're in the clouds.
Don't ice up in there.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Missile launched. Mage 2, you've iced up.
Oh crap, I might sit up. I need to get out. You can stay in the clouds. You won't.
Shit.
You
I got
ain't
an enemy in
stuck
front of me and behind me.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Where'd he go?
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Mage 2, locked. Target was not struck.
I'm on this one's tail.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh? I'm iced up.
By
Target
Charles.
in range of guns.
Locked on target.
They won't show up on the radar.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
No, just give their base an extra spray.
Current target is on rails.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here.